Roger with Williamson Foundation Repair. I'm here with my friend Ashlyn. Say hi, Ashlyn.
Hi.
And we are here, Ashlyn, to talk today about drainage.
What does that mean?
It means, so what if you have a part in your yard that every time it rains you get this big puddle, like right in front of your swing set, and you can't use your swing set for like 4 days after it rains because it's just a big mud puddle. Well, we want to get that water out of there so it doesn't stay there and create problems, right? And so that's what drainage is how we get water away from places that we don't want it and take it somewhere else where we can get rid of it. So that's what drainage is. I mean, yard crews, handymen, even other foundation repair companies tend to all do the same thing in drainage, and we do stuff a little bit differently to a much higher level of professionalism. So we're going to talk about that real quick, okay, Ashlyn? All right, so first of all, what other companies do and yard guys do, these are the drainage boxes they use. They make them in 12-inch size and 9-inch size. And as you can see, the pipe goes out the sides.
So like that?
Both sides, And there's a pipe that connects to that.
Okay,
Boom,
so like that. So can it like go in there and then go to that?
Well, actually, the water is supposed to come in here, and then it's supposed to go out that way.
So like on the streets?
Yeah, but here's the problem with this, okay? Now, these are the ones that you get at like Home Depot and Lowe's. They're pretty cheap, and they're easy to get, and they're easy to snap together. The problem is, if you notice, Ashlyn, the water, let's do it this way. The water comes out here, but the bottom of the box is here. So that much of the box is going to fill up with water every time it rains before any water comes out of the pipe. Now, the problem with that is it becomes a mosquito haven. We used to install these types of boxes years ago, and we used to get tons of complaints from homeowners because they would have mosquitoes all in their yard for a long time after rain because you told it.
They'd be like, why are there mosquitoes?
Exactly.
Why are there mosquitoes?
That's exactly what they would do. And so they'd call us about it. And so we would come out and we would have to fill the bottoms of these things up with like concrete or rocks or something to try to help the mosquitoes. Now, another thing that yard guys do and other foundation companies do is they use this corrugated pipe. The reason they use this corrugated pipe is that it's flexible, and so it can go around corners and stuff. It's very inexpensive. It's very easy to use. And usually, I don't know if you can see this, they use the ones that have these slits in them. And the purpose of those slits is to allow the water to go out of the pipe into the soil.
So like those like little thingamajigs?
All of those.
Like make it like go down.
So when this pipe has water in it, see, the water will come out the pipe. Well, the problem with that is if the soil's already really, really wet from all the rain, then how does the water get out of the pipe into the wet soil? That doesn't really work. But what does happen is dirt goes through the slots into the pipe, and so the pipe ends up filling up with dirt. Also, things wash down into these boxes like sticks, leaves, rocks.
Like tiny ones.
Uh-huh.
Tiny ones.
And then they go into the pipe. Well, what happens in this pipe with all these bumps if a stick goes down it?
Ooh, that probably gets stuck.
It gets stuck. And then another one gets stuck. And then a leaf gets stuck behind that. And pretty soon, these things are clogged up and they just won't drain. Right? So here's what we do differently. First of all, this is what our drain box looks like. It's very shallow.
Very.
Still 12 inches. But the pipe comes straight out the bottom. There's no area for water to stand inside here.
It just goes like...
Yeah. So there's no room for mosquitoes. There's no water left in it so that we don't have a mosquito problem.
Which is a good thing.
Water comes straight out of the bottom so it drains completely.
Like down.
Exactly. And then this
a big pipe
is the pipe that we use. Now, this is more expensive.
But it's better.
It's harder to work with because it won't bend, but it is way better. Let's talk about why it's better.
It's because like it doesn't have those thingamajigs.
It doesn't.
So stuff won't get like so stuck in it.
That is right. That's a smooth pipe. Hello. Hello, smooth pipe. Say hello, smooth pipe.
Hello, smooth pipe.
And so things will not get stuck in there and create a problem very easily. Also, we don't have holes, so dirt's not going to be going in. And this is a much stronger pipe. If I stood on that pipe, it would just crush.
And then if you stand on this pipe,
no problem. It'll hold.
Yeah.
So this pipe is going to drain a lot better than that pipe. The reason that's important is because of maintenance. Now, if you put a box in the ground and you put a pipe coming from it, it's going to take some of the water away. Now, during heavy rains, it may not take enough away if it doesn't slope properly. But that type of system is going to require a lot of maintenance, and it's going to take a lot of work to keep it cleaned out and keep it working. Every drainage system will clog up if it's not maintained regularly. But with that kind of system, you're talking about 4, 5, 6 times a year you have to go out and work to clean that thing out to make it work. This one, once a year. Once a year.
Only once a year.
Just run your hose down it. That's all. Yep. And it works. Another thing that we do differently is that you need about a 2% or more slope for pipe to really drain. So a lot of times people think, especially yard guys think, if we just put a box, put a pipe, take the pipe over there, it'll drain. Well, it won't if that's higher than it is here, which is what we saw in our last video, where they actually had the outlet 3 inches higher than the actual top of the box. Water doesn't go uphill, it only goes downhill. So you have to make sure it's sloping properly to be able to get the water out of there. So those are some of the things that we do differently than the other guys do, and that's why our systems are a little more expensive, but why they are worth it. If you only want something that during light rains is going to kind of take the puddle away and it'll work for a year or two, go with the cheaper guys. If you want something that's going to take the water away and work for really the life of the house, we got you covered.
How does this fit through that?
There's actually a different fitting that goes on there. It comes down and it turns and this pipe connects into it. I didn't bring one of those. It's a simple video. So that's it. Williamson Foundation Repair, and most importantly, Ashlyn. We appreciate you guys. Please let us know if we can help you with any of your drainage problems and foundation repair problems. We can take care of all those things. Y'all have a great day. Since 1985, the most trusted names in foundation.